Sarah here. Welcome to my channel. I am super excited to talk to you guys today about my journey with 75 Hard. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, and that's not a word of a lie. And this wasn't even my first time doing this challenge. I tried it probably about 2 years ago, a year ago, I want to say, and I only made it 10 days in, and I just totally never wanted to do it again. And then I ended up in a place in my life where I felt like I needed more discipline. So yeah, I did the challenge. And just to explain it a bit to you guys, it was created by Andy Frisella. If you haven't already checked him out, go check out his Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So yeah, 75 Hard is not a diet. It is not a fad trend thing. It's a challenge to test you mentally, and yeah, losing weight is just an added benefit that a lot of people really experience. So the rules of 75 Hard. Number 1, follow a diet, any diet. It doesn't matter. You pick the diet, you stick with it throughout the entire program. Number 2, 2 workouts, 1 45-minute workouts. It can be more, not less. One has to be outside, and I don't mean like on your deck with a window open, things like that, because trust me, people try that. You have to be outside in the elements for it to count. Number 3, no cheat meals or alcohol. And I've got to tell you, the alcohol part was probably the most difficult for me. Not proud to admit that, but I'm a young person and struggled with it. Number 4, drink a gallon of water each day. And I'm telling you now, if you do this, do not save drinking all that water before bed. You will not sleep. You will be up all night going to the bathroom. Okay, number 5. 4 or 5, I kind of interchange these. Progress picture every single day. And at first I thought this was kind of like irrelevant. I was like, why would I need to take a picture of myself every single day? But throughout the program, that was what helped me stick to it. And I don't know if that's what Andy had in mind when he made that one of the rules, but having those pictures kept me going throughout the journey. So I was so thankful to be able to look back at all these days, and just because you don't see your body changing, like it's just something. Some days you'll be halfway through the program and you'll be like, man, I don't feel or look any different, and you go back and look at these pictures and you're just going to be blown away completely by it. Okay, number 6, you have to read 10 pages a day from a non-fiction book, and it cannot be an audiobook. So my experience with it, I started on December 28th, and just an FYI, I live in Canada. It is cold in December. It is so cold. So I literally froze my butt off. Almost the whole time. I was out there looking like a crazy person in my full ski suit, running around. It was a lot, but I can tell you one thing, you kind of lose that embarrassment factor when you just have to get things done. It all goes out the window. So the first week was really hard. I remember that. I was coming off of Christmas and really indulging and drinking a lot. And I remember I felt pretty terrible for about 7 days. And then I just started feeling really, really good. I had a lot of energy. And honestly, it was pretty smooth. Like, I had to work away a lot, so that was kind of more difficult. I'd have to pack and be really prepared. And if you're not prepared, you could fail pretty easily because there's a lot of things that just can set you off track. So a few tips for you guys I will recommend. One of the biggest things that really helped me was joining the Facebook groups. I joined 2 different Facebook groups. One, just the 75 hard group in general, and then there was a women's based 75 hard group that I also joined. And anytime I was feeling down, alone in it, or anything like that, or I just didn't have the motivation to get up and work out, I would go on that group and just scroll through and look at everybody's amazing posts and results, and it really just made me motivated to keep going. Like, seeing all these other people have such amazing results, it was great. My pup's coming over to say hello. Come here, Sonny. Hi, say hello. Come here. He's a big boy. Just kidding, he's a whittle. Say hello, Sonny. Another really good tip, I would say, is to work out in the morning. Get one of your workouts done in the morning. It can honestly make the difference, because if you have to get home after work, work out, and then you have to wait 3 hours in between the workouts, you could be working out at midnight. Like, it's definitely possible. I did it a couple times, and I do not recommend. It ended in tears, 100%. Every time I did that, I was crying, and even crying on the floor before I would go out to do the workout. But you know, you get going doing the outside workout at midnight, and you're out there for 5 minutes before you start feeling pretty good. You're like, man, who's doing this? I'm doing this. And you start feeling really good about yourself too. The other thing I would say is to stay away from people who will try to detract you or even purposely sabotage you. I had some people like that throughout this experience, unfortunately, that they just, whether they want good or not for you, they kind of try to persuade you to stop doing it, that it's not worth it, that you're not going to gain anything from it, but it's just not true. And unfortunately, you just have to make an effort to purposely avoid those people throughout this if you can't cut them out of your life entirely. And in my situation, I can't cut them out. So just avoid the best you can and keep pushing forward. So my results, I am just blown away, guys. Like, honestly, I've never had such crazy results. 75 days, I lost 15 pounds. Like, that's incredible. And I went down by 4% body fat. Like, oh my God, that's insane. So here are my pictures.